Hi there, guys. I wanted to come make this really quick video on my way to work. Um, I usually try to wait till I'm off, but I really wanted to because I keep seeing it everywhere um, about Tabitha Brown, who apparently made a PSA to, I guess, every woman that listens to her about her husband. Now, first of all, I think it's funny. I think it's very old. I think it's a very outdated type of a mindset. Um, it's just silly to me, but it's very common. First of all, I'm gonna say I really have not ever listened to Tabitha Brown or watched her show or what have you. If she even has, I don't know if she has a show, but I know she's very, very popular, so I know she should have a show. Um, I know she's a cook also. I know she's very become very popular with that. Um, now, thing of it is, um, apparently she made because I saw the video like from other videos. Um, and I don't always comment on everything I see, of course, but I want to comment on that because it's a main ideology that's out here. I know it's very common among Black women. Maybe all women. I think a little bit, probably all women. But because I'm Black and because I'm from the Black community and so forth, it's something that I've even encountered. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy about it? So let's get to it. So basically I saw the video or the clip or whatever that where she was telling the women that she know her husband is fine and that she read the comments and stuff, I guess, and she sees. Now, one thing about that real quick, first of all, you're in the limelight. A lot of times when you're in the limelight, it sort of puts your family, and that's children, everybody, um, in that limelight with you in a lot of ways. A lot of celebrities and people who are in the limelight um, actually do a pretty good job of keeping their relatives and loved ones out of the limelight unless they want them there, you know. So I'm assuming Tabitha Brown wants her husband in the limelight for whatever reason. And with that being the case, you know how women are. I mean, yeah, they're gonna try to flirt with him or whatever. I mean, for whatever reason. First of all, I don't think her husband is all that. He's not a bad looking guy at all. That's not even the issue for me. You think your man look good? You think your man look good. Like that's personal. Um, but here's my problem. My first problem with the whole thing. My first problem with the whole thing is that women like Tabitha Brown, I mean, we know it's insecurity, but women like Tabitha Brown, to me and in my experience, is the reason why many Black women can't come together and have good, strong female friendships. It just really is. Because when they have a man, boyfriend or husband, so many times that's the problem. They're looking at the woman instead of looking at the friendship, how you could be my friend, how you could be my confidant, how you could be, even if I'm married, because married women need friends. You know what I'm saying? Um, but a lot of them try to isolate themselves. Oh, all I need is my husband. All I need is my man. All I need is my family. And that is true. But you still need an outlet. You know what I'm saying? You still need to have some girlfriends around. You know what I'm saying? I've been in marriages where I really didn't have no friends or anybody except for other married women, and I wasn't really always all that close to them. Um, and you get lonely. You want to talk to a woman sometimes. You don't want to talk to children. You don't want to talk to a husband. You want to have some girlfriends sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyway, um, it makes it hard because these women are very, very insecure about their man for whatever reason. They think he look good, and that's usually the crux of it. Pretty much just like what Tabitha Brown said. I know my husband fine. And honestly, that don't mean every other woman is gonna think your man is fine. And even if they do, that doesn't also mean that other women can't practice self-restraint. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like most women ain't just out here just seeing a handsome man and just trying to rip his clothes off and think he just, oh my God, I gotta have him. Like that's not necessarily the case. Women work with handsome men every day. Women see single women and married women see handsome men every day and don't go wild and crazy over them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but anyway, um, yeah, that's been one of the things that has really been a big issue in my life. Why I have not had a lot of female friends because when they have a man or when they have a husband or something like that, it's hard because they always want to stay with him or they don't want you around because of him and their insecurities, But the thing that I've learned just in my own personal experience is that it's not necessarily always the women. In my personal experience, it's usually it's because the man is a hoe and your man will. And your man don't need much to be tempted to go and fool around with your friend or your cousin or your whatever. And so that's normally the case. And it's normally a woman who feels like she's not deserving of the man or the man maybe even looks too good to be with her. That's what I found, you know. And so in my life it has been sadly a restriction. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to have friends, you want to have girlfriends or whatever and like they just won't, you know what I'm saying? They just won't get close to you or let you get close to them when they have a man. Um, I'm gonna tell a really, really quick story and then I'm gonna move on. Um, and I have since seen this friend again, and I don't think her whatever little insecurity or whatever may have happened at that point has hindered our friendship. I just don't go to her house anymore. But she's a really nice friend. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. But um the first time I went to her house, she and I were, just gonna share a little. Actually, in all honesty, uh, it was an event for. It was my birthday. It was my birthday, and so she just wanted to do something nice for me, and I think she got me a little slice of cake or whatever. We had dinner, lunch, and so forth. And her husband was there. They're in an interracial relationship. Her husband was there in the beginning. Very nice guy, Um, and that's about the extent of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't look at. I mean, they're somewhat of a middle-aged couple, whatever. I mean, so he wasn't no Brad Pitt and all that, And even if he was, I'm still going to be respectful. Like I don't just jump at every whatever. And she didn't come at me like that. She didn't really come at me like that. But what I did notice is that he left, um, and just moments before he came back, because he was gone, I don't know, an hour or two, maybe, I don't remember. Um, but I remember I had asked her, I said, I'm like, well, I should probably get going because by this time we've had our lunch and, she gave me my little present, my little cake or whatever. It's very, very sweet of her to do that for me. And we were just kind of sitting listening to music and talking. And so um, I said, yeah, I probably, need to go ahead and probably get going. And half of the reason I did say that is because I knew her husband probably was going to be coming on back pretty soon. And so she's like, "Oh no, 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 well, we're fine, Oh, it's still early, girl. We can sit down and we can still talk a little bit. You ain't gotta go that quick. Oh, okay, if you say so. So, and I mean, it's so funny because literally almost maybe a minute or two after that, he pulled up. And I was sitting to where I could see him drive up. And so I looked or whatever. And she heard the car at the same time too. And it was just it was almost funny because the way she said it was, we had just talked about, no, stay a little bit longer. And then when she heard him and the car pull up and I looked, you know, to see, she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, okay, well, yeah, well, maybe you should go ahead and go. Maybe you need to go ahead, and get yourself together, and and you can go ahead and go." And I'm just like, and I didn't miss a beat. I did not miss a beat. Act like I couldn't tell. I didn't notice at all. And I was just like, yeah, yeah. Well, let me go ahead and go ahead and get my stuff and go ahead and go. It was so nice to spend this time with you and everything, and I enjoyed myself and everything. And so I just thought that that was funny. I really did. She wasn't really, really obvious with it, but at the same time, she wanted me to go because, and that's fine. It's fine. So like I said, she didn't really show any insecurities. I have other instances of things that have happened where um it was a lot more obvious, that they didn't want me around or whatever because of their man, their husband, whatever. But and I get it. I get it. In some ways, I have been married. Uh, but I was never into like I'm not a jealous woman. I'm just not. Um, I don't maybe I should have been like I don't know. I don't know because I have had instances where men have told me that I act like I don't care. And that's certainly not the issue. I mean, I do care. It's just that I trust you and I don't see why, I mean, if you can't control yourself, then that's something on you. Like, that's some stuff that you need to deal with. Like, I'm not going to fight over a man. I've never fought over a man. I've never, like, I'm not going to be looking at women side eyed. Like, I'm not going to, you know, check my friends because, like, I've never done that. That to me, I don't feel a reason or a need to do that. And so, like I say, I have had men though that tell me like, "Oh, yeah, you yeah, care about what? I mean, if you're with me, you're with me. When you don't want to be with me no more, then you're free to leave and go. Like even marriages are non-binding. You know what I'm saying? You can get up and walk out and leave a marriage, and I think that is the most respectable thing to do is to get up and walk out and leave if you don't want to be with the person no more. So fighting and arguing and oh that bitch think did it. I don't do all that. I've never done that. I'm not gonna start doing that. Like that's silly and childish to me. I think it's very silly and childish what Tabitha Brown did to sit there and basically confront women on the internet. Like who are you talking to? Like, you know? Um, but at the end of the day, um, like I say, it's sad and it causes a lot of women to not be able to have and share those strong bonds. It shouldn't be that only single women get to, have strong bonds like that. And like I said before, married women need friends. A lot of times married women are in situations, circumstances, and they can find themselves being isolated. They can find themselves off alone in whole other cities with nobody that they know because they don't have no friends. Once again, I've been there, and that's not cool. It's not fun. You have a lot of men out there who that they may not have started off like that, with that being like some type of intention. But eventually, when you start getting to where men are trying to isolate you and take you away from your family, take you away from your familiarity, your surroundings, and just your city and all of this, I mean, you have to be a little watchful of that. Um, like I say, it's happened to me. And I won't say that it happened to me for nefarious reasons or anything like that. I think it was just, the circumstances that took us to another city or what have you. But still, it became an issue because I did get isolated. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in places alone by myself where I don't know anybody. He got friends here, stuff like that. And I don't think that's good for women. I really don't. I think women need people around them, not only other men, family members, or whatever, but other women. They absolutely do. Um, so I just wanted to say that, y'all. I'm finna get ready to get out of here, but it's sad, and it makes me have a very I don't want to watch Tabitha Brown any, what I'm saying, like I didn't watch her already, but like her putting out that kind of energy like really makes me like I don't need to watch her for nothing, you know what I'm saying? So it bothers me. That kind of attitude bothers me. One more short story. I remember some years ago, I was walking somewhere. I was a lot younger, of course. But anyway, I was walking somewhere, and I was coming down this long sidewalk. I'm going this way. There was a couple that I could see down the way. They're coming towards me. And I'm uh I'm just walking. I'm trying to get to where I'm going. It's first of all, I was back in Houston. It was summertime, it was hot, and I'm just trying to get to wherever I was trying to go. So they're walking together, and I think they might have been holding hands or something like that. Like I wasn't really paying attention. But as they're getting closer, I'm noticing the woman, and see, y'all, like I said, y'all, I have anybody who has watched my channel for a little while, y'all know me and my personality. Y'all know I really don't look at people. Like I'm not, I don't be staring people down, all that. Like I will see you and don't see you. Not even for any reason. Like I'm just not a people watcher, or whatever. So, um, we're all getting closer to each other. And I'm noticing, like, you can feel people staring at you. And this woman, while I'm walking straight ahead, is literally just staring me down, and I can feel it. And I look at her a little bit, and she's literally looking at me like I did something to her. And the closer she gets, she grabs her man by his arm and, like, literally, as they're walking, nestles herself up to him like this, the closest she got to me. And she's still just looking at me. And I was like, really? Like, seriously, lady? Like, okay, all right. Uh, and most of the time, these are men who are not. Like, I think some women do that just because they got a man. Like, I don't even know if they think he handsome. Like, he not handsome, he not fine, he not cute, like he not like what is it that I would want? And both of y'all are walking just like I am. Like, so like what you probably are taking care of him. Which brings me to the end of what I was about to say about this whole thing with Tabitha Brown. The second reason that I would not want a man like hers, or many of these insecure women who have these men who they're taking care of, because as we know, Tabitha Brown did absolutely go and retire her husband a few months ago, whatever, close to a year or so now, maybe longer than that. Um, so he's more than likely living off of her money. Not that he doesn't have any, because she retired him from something with the post office or something, I don't remember. But he's more than likely living off of her money, her lifestyle, whatever. She's making all this stuff possible. Um, Another very, very insecure person that I know, and other women like that, are women who are the ones that are buying his shoes, buying his clothes, taking care of him, giving him what he wants, whatever. It's a Barbara Shirley type thing. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember Woman to Woman? I think her name was Shirley Brown, and she was talking to Barbara to tell Barbara that this is my man, and I take care of him. I buy his food, I buy his clothes, I buy the shoes on his feet. So he's my man. And that's so stupid to me. I swear to God, that is so retardedly stupid to me. Why do I want your burden? First of all, I have never and never take care of no man. I'm not gonna, especially in that way. Like, I got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I buy my kids clothes. I make sure my children eat. I will, you know, do those things for my kids before a grown man. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Um, I swear I hate when that happens. But anyway, yeah, I don't want him because I'm not finna take care of him like that, like for real. The other friend that I have, who's not the one I just talked about, this is somebody else, but she's so highly insecure about her man, but he also is very free with other women. I'll just leave it like that. But at the end of the day, it's just like, I'm not gonna take care of him like you do. So I don't even know what you're so insecure or scared of losing him for. Tabitha Brown, first of all, is a beautiful woman. Many men would be lucky and happy to be with her. So why are you fighting to stay with a man who you maybe obviously have some insecurities about? Like, I don't know. But like, you're the asset. And I think that's another problem. I think a lot of women don't realize that you're the prize. You're the asset. He ain't gonna have too much of nothing if you leave and you take your money. Like, you're the star. You know what I'm saying? You are the star. I'm not saying he couldn't take care of himself, because more than likely at this point he ain't gonna do nothing but sue her and get half of everything she got and all that anyway. Especially with her retiring him, especially now that she has put him in a lifestyle that he's accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, girl, you got a burden, is what you got, and he may be a cute burden to you or whatever, I guess. But yeah, we got to stop that. We got to stop putting all the onus on women. Now she's sitting up here being silly. This man literally had to tap her. Oh, bring that back. No, 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 don't be saying that. Whatever. The man is clearly uncomfortable. The man is clearly looking at you sit up here and uh what would be the word? You're literally sitting up here confronting internet women. Like, you just sitting up here and, confronting a bunch of women on the internet about your husband. Girl, stop. So you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so that you'll know when I upload new videos. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Like, I think it was silly, juvenile, and very confrontational, very unnecessarily. Because at the end of the day, if the dude gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. It's nothing that you can do. Usually, Not that they not gonna cheat anyway, but usually when a dude know you act like that toward him, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because what you gonna do? Cry? What you gonna do? Beg him back? What you gonna do? Fight the other woman? Like, I mean, come on. The dudes get off on that type of energy. Dudes get off on that type of confrontation between other women. They dudes like that. They get off on it. It's so big for their ego to see they woman act a fool with another one. I mean, come on. And knowing that he the hoe. I'm not saying that her husband is a hoe. I'm just saying you can't sit there and put your stakes on the fact that, oh, he good, he faithful, he honest. It's the other women I gotta fight off and be off. Like, I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about at the end of the day, he married you. You married him. Don't no single woman owe you or any other married woman, because don't nobody else owe you any type of commitment to you and to your marriage except for your man. So you need to be in his face, bucking your eyes at him. You need to be at his face, in his face, telling him thus and so about y'all marriage and how I see y'all. I got my eyes on y'all. That is so childish. That is it made me lose respect. If I had any respect for her, it made me lose whatever that was, because that's just silly to me. So, you guys, as I said, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And until the next video, I'll see you next time.